Yelling off the grid, man.
No, I'm like way out in the country.
What is up, Internet? Retro here, and welcome back to episode 33 of the $10 Game Collection Challenge. We are on a quest to build a video game collection, starting off with just $10 to prove that you can indeed still game hunt in today's time, and you can do it on a budget. Tons and tons of game hunting footage in today's episode, but before we get into it, if you love all things 80s and 90s nostalgia, like retro video games, movies, toys, and more, do me a favor and hit that friggin' subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss out on new weekly videos. Let's get into it. Alright guys, quick update of the $10 game collection. Last week was all about reselling because we were down to like $65 in the game fund. We had barely any money in the game fund, so we resold, or we sold a ton of things. I think we were just shy of $400, and we just sold a couple more things. I've already shipped these off because they sold yesterday, but Ghostbusters for the PS3 sold for this, I think $8. And then Condemned Bloodshot 2, that sold for $8 as well. So after eBay fees, PayPal fees, we will net this for a grand total of this, which is now over $400 in the game fund. Still a couple things to get rid of and to sell off, but at $400, I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling so good that if I start seeing those $4 games at Goodwill now, I'm not afraid to pick those up, even if they're only worth, you know, $5 or $6, because we have the funds now. Usually I don't like to do that because I want to get a really good deal, and $2 is kind of like the sweet spot for me, but $4 would be okay now since we have $400 in the game fund. I'm ready to go hunt. Let's do it. All right, guys, late in the day, and there are actually still some games here. Don't know if they just came out or if they just put them out, but some decent ones in here. This is really one of the main ones I saw, Sega's Iron Man 2. Interested in getting this. It is complete. These are all in really good shape. So $4 on a lease. So I don't have almost any of the Halo games in the $10 game collection. So we're gonna pick up these just because we don't have any of them yet. $4 each. Not a ton of value here, but again, we don't have them for the $10 game collection yet. Here is Halo 2 on the original Xbox, complete. This one right here, PGR3. I've heard pretty good. Well, obviously Game of the Year. I didn't even know that. Back in 2005. Wow, that's crazy. So we're gonna pick that one up. Fantastic Pets. Not interested in that. Gears of War 3. Guys, I can't remember which Gears of War games we have. I need an app. Y'all keep telling me about one. Halo Reach. It's in here, good shape. Gonna pick up that one as well. And then here is Darksiders 2. If you guys watched the previous, or one of the previous episodes, we found $10 inside a Darksiders 2, which was crazy. I can't check to see if there's $10 in this one because it's sealed, never been opened before, but it doesn't sell for anything, and we already have it, so I'm not gonna pick that up. But we are gonna get these 5 games for $20, nothing crazy, but still don't have any of those Halo games in the collection, and these two are about $10 each, so not bad. Gonna pick up these. All right, guys, we are back in the pawn shop that we have been coming to the past couple weeks, and we have been finding some pretty good deals on some games, which brings me to my question of the video. Tell me down below, what are some of your good game pickups that you have gotten here, maybe in the past couple weeks or month when you're out there hunting? Let me know down in the comments. So there's 3 of these Call of Duty Black Ops 2 games. We talked about this previously in another episode. Those trade in pretty well, like 10 to 11 bucks, but unfortunately all 3 of those had the wrong disc in those. But again, I'm just looking through Xbox 360 and PS3 games. They're the cheaper games here at the pawn shop, and you can usually get some good deals. This Jericho game looked pretty cool, but it ended up being way too scratched, so I passed on that. But we did find a gem in here. Could not believe it. Here's Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. We'll talk about this more here in just a minute, but I definitely picked that up and looked around a little bit longer, but didn't really see anything else. All right, guys, just picked up a few games from the pawn shop that we have been to a couple times in previous episodes. We got 3 games for a total of $17.44. So Xbox 360 games and PS3 games are only $3 each there. And you've seen, again, in previous episodes, I've gotten a discount. When I picked up a handful, I think they did $2 each. I did not ask for a discount today since we only got a couple, but we did get Spec Ops The Line Premium Edition. I don't know anything about this. You guys tell me if this is any good. This is selling for like $12 to $15. So for $3, a really good pickup. And then we got Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. I love the Metal Gear Solid games, so thought I'd pick up this for $3 again. Pretty decent deal. I think this only sells for like $6 or so. The one that's pretty crazy that I picked up is Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the remastered edition on PS4. This just came out like a month ago, 6 weeks ago, not too terribly long ago. This is what I think is crazy. I bought this for $10. PS4 games are all $10. Same thing with Xbox One games. Like, this person bought this game a month ago for, what's it selling for, 35, 40 bucks, and then just brought it to a pawn shop to get cash. There's no way the pawn shop gave them more than $3 for this. I don't know why people do that. I think that's pretty crazy that they would pawn off a game for a couple bucks that they just paid 30, 40 bucks for. But regardless, we got this for $10. I don't have a PS4 right now. I would love to play this and keep this, but for now, I'm just gonna flip it. We can easily double our money. I think $20 to $25 on this. So $10 on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 at a pawn shop. That's pretty crazy, but some decent games for a decent price. On to the next.
Gotta have good nose while you're doing that jewelry.
Yeah, because I got to stare at them.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Can I see a couple of these in this middle section? I'm gonna get just these two. All right, guys, picked up 2 games at the Salvation Army for $3 each. The first one is Rumble Roses. I have never seen this before, and I knew when I saw this in the case that it probably had a little bit of value. It appears to be a female wrestling / fighting game. I'll throw up some gameplay at some point, but this is worth about 15 to 20 bucks complete, and for $3 I thought might as well get it. I always know when I see PS2 games that are a little uncommon that they're going to be worth at least the $12 to $15 mark, and I have never seen this before, so I picked up Rumble Roses, and then we got NBA Street. We did pick up the second one, NBA Street 2, at one point, but it was selling for like 30 or 40 bucks at that point. So I ended up selling that, but I did not, or I'm not going to sell this one. I'm going to keep this one for the collection. This sells for about 8 to 10 bucks. So we're looking at, you know, $30+ in value for, or like maybe $25 in value for $6. So sweet to pick these up. On to the next. All right, guys, Goodwill just opened up this morning, and maybe they restocked all these. I'm not sure, but some just okay games. So Mercenaries 2, Already have that. Here is Black Ops 2. This one does not trade in for as much as the Xbox 360 one. I think this trades in for like maybe $6 or so. So I'm gonna pass on that. Brink, not the movie. I wish there was a Brink the movie game.
Win or lose, at the end of the day, I'm not you. So it's still a good day.
Most of these are valued at right around 4 or 5. So I think I'm gonna pick up just a couple. Resident Evil 6, I'm gonna pick up $4. It's worth about $6. This one looks interesting. You guys tell me if mag is any good. Again, I like to get deals. This is only worth about $5, so I don't know, maybe. And then this one I'm gonna get for sure, Dante's Inferno. It's got the slipcover, and this is actually a pretty good deal on this. I think this is worth about 11 or 12 bucks. So I think for right now, I'm gonna get just these two. I thought about getting mag. What is this? Walking Dead? Survival Instinct? I don't think so. You guys are probably yelling at the screen right now, being like, "No, pick up all those." I think I'm just gonna get these two for now. $8 right there. All right, I'm about to get these two games, and I saw this Zoids VHS, and the most unexpected movie was inside of it. Not Zoids, but How High. Pretty random that movie would be in a Zoids The Battle Begins case. Just pretty random. All right, guys, we have a situation on our hands. So on Facebook Marketplace, there was a really great N64 lot, a couple controllers, and a bunch of games for $35. Like, come on, incredible price. And guys, Facebook Marketplace is war nowadays. Like, you have to be on top of it. So this is just another tactic that I use. I instantly messaged them and then said, I'll give you $50. I offered more than what they were asking. I've done this multiple times, and it just entices people to say, like, yeah, I mean, I wasn't even asking that much. Sure, I'd love to take that. I wait like 15, 20 minutes, don't hear back. 30 minutes later, it says it's sold. And I'm like, I missed it, right? That's how it is all the time on Facebook Marketplace. I can't remember the last time I got a great deal on there, actually. So, but then like an hour later, it pops back up for $50. And I'm like, okay, I know exactly what's going on. They probably got a ton of interest in it, and they realize, like, okay, this is worth more than we think. So I think I messaged them again, still did not hear back, and then it said sold again. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't even want to bother with it. Well, it popped back up again for $85, and I don't even know why I did it. I usually don't mess with stuff like this. I was like, hey, I'll buy this from you, and they messaged me back. They messaged me back and said, yes, you can have it. So I'm going to meet them and get this N64 lot, and it's a great deal. $85 is a great deal. I don't know all the games that are in it. I think there's 10 to 11 games, and we'll go through them here in a bit. So hopefully this deal works out. It's been a little shady from the beginning, but hopefully it works. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Man, you live off the grid, man.
No, I'm like way out in the country. I usually go in the bag.
Okay, cool. So is this just one of the kids or something at one point? Okay.
I think I have time for it. And they're going for like $150 online.
Yeah. So I collect all this stuff.
Oh, do you?
I grew up playing all these. I don't know what you grew up with. Well, here, count that. Make sure that's right. It's at 85.
Yes.
All right, guys, we are back in the game room, about to go through this Mario bag full of games. A couple things to note. First off, these games are pretty dirty. They stink. It was a smoker, just one of those situations, but I did sanitize my hands immediately after I got back into the car, and now I am wearing a glove to go through this stuff, and you guys are going to see as soon as we start going through this why, because it's just really dirty, man, and we gotta stay safe. Also, I feel ridiculous with these. Also, this was just a shady deal all the way around. I broke one of my main rules, and that rule is to not go to people's house, go to their houses, because it's just not safe, man. You need to meet in public areas, but they said they could not meet, and their car wasn't working, and I was like, man, it has been so long since I actually found cartridge-based games. I should not have done that. I should put a disclaimer in my videos. Do not reenact what I am doing when I go game hunt, because guys, that just was not smart. I should not have done that. In retrospect, I probably wouldn't have done it again, but gosh, I just wanted these dang games. Also, it was sketchy all the way around because, guys, I was like 30 minutes away from my house and not really familiar with the area. Typed it into my phone and my GPS, and I had to go down this one road I've never been down before, like, again, 30 minutes away from my house, and then I had to go down a friggin' dirt road for like 3 miles, weaving in and out of other dirt roads, and I'm like, where even am I? Finally got to the address, and there was no house there. So I started driving down this dirt road a little bit farther, and these people are already outside, and they're waving at me, and they're like, "You the guy for the games?" And I'm like, "Yep, that's me." So I get the games from them, and then I get back in my car, and guess what, guys? I don't have signal on my phone. So I spend another 15-20 minutes going back through these dirt roads trying to find my way back to the main road. I didn't know if I was ever gonna make it back, but I did. I'm alive, and I'm with the games. Guys, it was pretty sketchy. I don't know. Okay, as always, value and what we paid down here, $85. Here is the N64. I'm telling you guys, it is pretty dirty. Yeah, I don't even know what that is. She said it does work, and let's check for expansion pack. Okay, that's interesting because there is a game or two that I know require the expansion pack to play, and the jumper pack is in there. That's weird. Okay, interesting. Right now, I think N64s are like $75. All right, guys, here it is. Check this out. This is not a special edition yellow N64 controller. No, that is just, I don't know, smoke, dirt. That's crazy. Actually, the joystick's not terrible. It's maybe like a 7 or 8, but I can't sell this. I can't pair that with anything. I would never feel right doing that, even if I tried to clean it up. The only thing you could do with something like that is like spray paint it or something, mod it, right? And then here is a red controller, and this is just okay, maybe a 4 or 5. Again, don't know what I would do with that. Okay, here's some cables. Here is the power, and here is a V. I think there are 12 or 13 games with it. If I had to guess, I'm gonna guess we're gonna triple our money on this, $85, and I think we'll have, you know, roughly $250 to $300 in value, probably. All right, this could be loud. Bear with me. Okay. So let's go through all of these games. First up, we have Asteroids Hyper, or Hyper Asteroids 64. This is actually one I've never played before. I can't imagine that one having too much value. Here is Bass Hunter 64. I've never been into fishing games. That as well, I can't imagine having too much value. This is a game I know a ton about. This is one of my favorite games on the N64. I think it's underrated. I love Mario Kart. Mario Kart is playing right now. But I honestly think this game rivals that game. Just there's so much more versatility in this game. There's racing, there's the battle systems, there's the adventure mode. I just love Diddy Kong Racing. I don't think it gets enough love. I'm gonna guess that's probably around a $20 game or so. There are 2 Ken Griffey Jr games on the N64. This and Slugfest. I love both of them, and these actually hold up a little bit of value, maybe like 10 bucks. Let's see what else we have in here. Mario Golf. I love all of the sports Mario games, especially the ones on the N64. Mario Golf and Mario Tennis are great. I'm gonna guess around $20-ish in value. Okay, Donkey Kong 64. First off, we don't have this anymore because in like episode 12 or so, we traded for a GameCube. And yes, and the person that wanted, we traded the N64 for a GameCube lot, and they wanted Donkey Kong 64. So we traded that off. So good to add that back, but that is why I was confused that there's no expansion pack in that console. Next up, we have Blitz. Which one? There's a bunch of Blitz games on the N64. Blitz 2000. These are great games, and they hold up pretty well in value. I think that's probably 15 or 20. Here is a series that I love that I wish they'd bring back. F-Zero X. Amazing game. Oh, let's see. Ewing's Video Palace. I love when you see old movie rental place stickers and writing on old games, man. Brings you straight back. I wish they would continue to make F-Zero games. That's a great one. I think it's like 25 or so. Uh-oh, I see some good ones. Here is Ocarina of Time Player's Choice Edition, but that's okay. We have this game, but it does not have a label. So good to pick up this with a label. So we will actually sell the one that we have with no label. Here is PGA European Tour. This game is actually pretty uncommon. I don't see this one very often, and I'm fairly certain this one has some decent value, maybe 25 or so.
Let's go.
And let's see. Here is Cruising USA. Guys, I love this game. Me and my dad played this all the time. This one and Cruising the World. We did not play Exotica, but this one and Cruising the World. Man, that intro song will hit you, man. I love that game. And then finally, here's a memory card. And then here is Mario 64. This was also traded away in that GameCube and 64 trade back, golly, months ago. So this, I want to say, is 30-ish, $35. So a great stack of games. Again, here is value. I know we at least tripled up, I think. And we're going to be able to sell the N64 and get basically our money back. And if we don't, it'll be really close after we sell the Zelda without the label. Ooh, it's getting late, guys. Okay, that is it. Guys, what do you think? What is your favorite game out of all the ones that we just picked up? Amazing lot to finally get something on Facebook Marketplace. To the end recap. Guys, we finally found cartridge-based games. It has been so long since we have found any, and we just scored an incredible N64 lot. We get to keep all of these games, and then we will get the N64 sold. We do have a lot of work to do to clean up all these dirty games, but that is okay. I am still happy with what we found. $136 spent with a grand total of $475 in value. Incredible, guys. As always, thank you for hanging out, for watching the video. If you would like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, peace.